deciding what it's gonna talk about, I was definitely sure it's gonna be about music, but I wasn't sure like how am I gonna talk about something I love so much and I know so much about. Could probably just come here and spend all day talking about it, all afternoon, just sit here and talk. That would be boring, right? So I decided to play and talk at the same time. And that's actually something really funny because I love playing. And the first step to finding how to express yourself is finding what you love. And I've had a look to find music, like one of my first tries. But actually, there's only one real way of finding what you love. Of course, there's no formal technique, but to find something you must search. So I tell people that haven't found what they love, it's mostly probably right under your nose. Something you have done, but sometimes you need to keep on searching for what you love. And if you haven't found it yet, I'm sure that you will. And when you find what you love, eventually, there are two things that you need to think about when coming to expression, which is, what do you want to express, and who do you want to talk to? This is a topic that comes a lot in writing or composing, selling your art at all. You need to think, who are you writing to? What is your message? Who are you selling your art to? That's a thing that defines style a lot. But the most important thing with this is knowing how to be versatile. And for like a reasonable example of that, I'm gonna talk about this, what I'm playing right now. For example, it will always, your message will always be the same. But how you phrase it and how you talk to your audience may be different. If a folk musician listens to the chord progression, even though he's not exactly at home, he may think about a melody, vocal melody, or a whistle. That's a thing folk musicians do a lot. And so on. But if a jazz musician listens to something like this, he may think about some line, melodic line or chromatic line, solo. For example, blues. Or jazz. Or even something really out of the box. And now we get to the hard part, which is people are always in doubt when I tell them all this information, and they're like, but how do I express something? how to make music happen. And the real thing about this is that being human, we all have emotions, I'd guess. And expression is much about just letting your emotions flow as you go. And the thing about emotions is that if you fake them, people will know. Thus, you need to make expression the most natural you can. And that is valid for art too. Same thing. So something I like to practice, even though it's not really a formal practice of that, it's just getting my guitar or any instrument and just closing my eyes and letting my fingers move and do whatever you want. Just letting me be as natural as you can. And the real deal about this is that making it the simpler, the best. It's, as a great Brazilian musician says, music is not complicated. People usually make it complicated. And as simple as your expression can be, the most natural will your emotion be. Emotions aren't overtaught. Overthinking can kill your expression in a lot of ways. So something I really suggest that people do is just trying to go the opposite way of overthinking. For example, playing the blues. A lot of emotions can go through the simplest things. For example, I may just come here and play 1,000 notes, and I mean any of them. But I could play a band and want it to happen. And something else you can do to make expression happen. A surprise. Not surprising necessarily the audience, but yourself. Like, I wasn't expecting really to do this, but some people like it. Now we get your most complicated part of the speech, probably. That is when people start asking me, but why should I express something? And the reality of this performance and talk is that I don't want to force anyone to express or whatever. But actually expressing is a thing of mine. Expressing is the way that I can show my love with other people. I think the world as a whole is in need of love. A lot of love. I can communicate through expression. It's the way I can tell people what I'm feeling and the way I can try to make a change. And but it's something that people also ask me is, why then should I try to do these things? Should I show my love and just do what I love and try to change something? And for that, I always tell a story about this friend of mine. He's an excellent musician, but his parents never really encouraged him to go ahead and play, and be a musician, and follow his dream. So he went on to college. He majored in administration, and the first thing he did after graduating, he applied to the Berklee College of Music. Now he's following his career as a musician. And when I asked him how could he do that, and something people would view as like just leaving everything behind, he told me, if you ever leave a dream behind, if you ever stop doing what you love, that will probably chase you for the rest of your life. Eventually, it may come into your life again, and you adopt it. But many times, you may just die with the regret of not having doing it. And that's the real purpose of this presentation. I'm expressing here myself, not to try to tell others just how to express themselves, but to try to tell people to do what they love. So I ask you to go home and think, are you really doing what you love? Thank you.